things. The first thing is how do we order? How can we count different orders? So you got two ways of counting things: using combinations or a thing called permutations. Now, so combinations is where order does not matter. So if you're doing things like pizza toppings, so if you're putting pizza toppings on some pizza, um, the order that you put them on there doesn't really matter. Making a team, or a committee. So if you're making a committee or a team, something like you're gonna take people together and you're just gonna fill a 5-person team or a 5-person committee, and you don't care about positions or anything like that. If you were gonna pull something together and make some sort of a group, you weren't going to group the things. You're just going to just take them and pull them out and put them on a table all in a big pile or something like that. So just a group. The order that you select those things does not matter. Now, permutations is where order does matter. Order mattering on these is things like a code that you would need to put um, into a door lock or something like that, where it matters which the order you put the numbers in. If you're going to line things up, so if you're going to line things up against a wall, if you're going to pick first, second, and third place, that matters whether you're first, second, or third. So in those kinds of things, order does matter. Now, when we do combinations, we use a thing. So for combinations, we use a formula, and I'm not going to go into the formula, but I'm going to go into the notation. And it looks like this. And this is the total to choose from. And this is how many to pick. Okay, so for example, take this one, bowling team. Well, let me do a different one because that one isn't going to matter. That one does matter. So actually, let me just keep on going. So permutations is still an PR, and it's still the total that you're going to choose from and how many you're going to pick. Remember that in combinations, order does not matter. And in permutations, order does matter. So let me just flip through some problems. So let's take something like this. There are 13 different actors in an audition for the roles of Larry, Curly, and Moe. How many ways could the roles be cast? Well, here it matters whether you're Larry, Curly, or Moe. If you don't know who those are the Three Stooges. Some comedians from probably around the 50s, but that does matter. So there we would use permutations. Take something like this. Math Olympiad is got 13 students, and you're going to put 5-person teams, 5-student teams on there. Well, there it doesn't matter. Order doesn't matter, so we would use combinations. Let's see. Let me do another one, something like this. A locker code has 3 numbers between 1 and 15. Numbers are going to be allowed to repeat. What are you going to use? You're going to use permutations on that, because the number, the way you put those numbers into that code matters. So let me do a couple of these examples on how you would do them using the calculator. So 9 people on a basketball team. The coach just needs to put any 5 in there. Maybe they're all equal for everything. How many different ways can a coach choose a team of if each person has an equal chance of being selected? So here, there's no best player, there's no worst player, they're all the same. So what could so on this one, there's 9 people, and we are going to choose 5-person team. Order does not matter. So in that case, we're going to do 9C5. We can do that using a Desmos calculator. So grab a scientific calculator, and if you look at right here, we can go over here to this thing called function. F-U-N-C stands for function. And if we notice right down here at the bottom, you got NPR and NCR, the combinations or permutations. Order mattering for permutations, order not mattering for combinations. So if we hit NCR and we do 9, 5, it shows you the answer. There's 126 ways that we can choose that. Let me go back and do another problem. So a new problem. Let's see. Here's a pizza. We're going to pick 3 toppings for this pizza. The pizza shop has bacon, sausage, anchovies, pepperoni, olives, onions, mushrooms, and peppers. I count 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on this one, there are 8 toppings. And we are going to choose 3 of them. Again, that would be 8C3, and we could put that into the calculator. You actually can just go back on this if you want, since it's already in there. 8, 3, and we could make 56 different pizzas in that case. So let me find one where order does matter. Let me find a, let's see. Here's one. So a bowling team is going to choose president, vice president, and secretary. Okay. So there's 16 members, but we're choosing a president, vice president, and secretary. Well, the order matters, right? I mean, you might rather be president than you would be vice president, or you might rather be secretary than the other. So their order does matter. In that case, we're picking 3. Three picked, and the order does matter. In this case, we're going to do 16P, because the order matters, 3. So if we go to this, and we go, okay, go to our calculator here, I'll hit enter, we go to order does matter, 16, comma, 3, and we get 3,360. There's going to be a lot more. Like if I go through here and I do 16, where order doesn't matter, and I do a combination 16 and 3, notice that there's only 560 when you do combinations. Well, because when you can order them up in a different order, then that's going to matter. That's going to be more things. So let me show you another one. There's another pizza one. Let me get one where there's another. Here's a principal is going to assemble a committee of 6 students out of 11. Well, how many different committees can be chosen? Well, in a committee, it doesn't really matter. So the order doesn't matter. So we're just going to go to, if the order doesn't matter, we got 11 students. And we're going to do 6-person committee. So we're just going to go here and we're going to go 11, comma 6, and it'll tell us if we do 11, choose 6, we get 462. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions.